Once in a while, I'll come across a few articles that simply just blow my mind. I get really excited and want to start recording the video right away because the information is simply just that shocking. I also pray the video gets seen by as many people as possible simply because of how important and groundbreaking the information is. And this is definitely one of those videos. There's 3 different articles that go hand in hand. We will be breaking them all down. I just need you to like the video, leave a nice comment down below, watch till the end, and share it with a few friends. That will ensure this video's fate is seen by as many stackers as possible, because what I'm about to uncover in this video is beyond important. Alright folks, we are about to break down 3 different articles that were posted within the last 24 hours by the Silver Academy. The first one is titled, "We're Close to Making the Call, Silver Industrial Use to Devour Inventories by 2025. Secondly, solar silver manufacturers are starting to panic as they try to get their hands on the last remaining physical silver. And lastly, world's largest solar project goes online. Project features 5.26 million panels extending as far as the eye can see. These are bifacial panels that use 2 times the typical amount of silver. The days of calling the silver shortage a conspiracy or just false claims or exaggeration is over, dead, gone. There's overwhelming amounts of evidence and data proving and showing that this is real, that solar manufacturers are starting to panic as they try to get their hands on the last remaining physical silver. I've been mentioning this for many years, and it finally is starting to affect big industry. Like I always mention, low supply, high demand does what? Pushes the price up. Now let's jump into these articles. We're close to making the call. Silver industrial use to devour inventories by 2025. Military, aerospace, solar, and AI silver use just broke the silver bank. The global demand for silver is surging, driven by a frenzy of industrial and monetary demand. Number 1, military use. Bombs, shells, rockets, missiles, torpedoes, weaponizing space communication devices. 2, aerospace, which is satellites, space stations, spacecraft, lasers. 3, solar is fastest growing industry use category. 4, AI data centers are powered by pop-up solar farms. Now, what's important by that? All of or I guess a large majority of these sectors aren't even reported by the Silver Institute, military and aerospace. Solar it's the top growing industry, but military and aerospace combined, that's actually a bigger sector than solar itself, which is very alarming since the Silver Institute, which posts these annual numbers not incorporating military, is already showing record-breaking supply deficits year after year with over 500 million ounces in the red on paper, but it's actually much bigger when you realize that all of these uses for silver that's highlighted aren't even reported. Now, China's massive solar projects, such as the world's largest solar plant recently going online, heavily rely on silver for their photovoltaic panels due to their excellent conductivity and reflectivity. Remember, these new solar power plants are using 2-sided bifacial solar panels, which has doubled the silver use, and N-type solar cells. Since silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity, electricity, and light sensitivity, nothing can replace it. Nothing can. And to make these solar panels more efficient, BEVs or EVs as well, it requires more silver. See, they're pushing efficiency more than trying to cut back silver. So if it takes more silver to make a solar panel last longer, they're going to use more silver, which is exactly what's happening. So we're going to see a situation where demand is going to increase tenfold and a lot faster than some think. And that's what the whole point of this video is trying to inevitably get to. I know people understand that the silver shortage is real. You have to. And if you don't, that just means you're not looking at the numbers, of course. But I think it's much worse and much more severe and dangerous than most realize. And that's the point of this video, is showing the severity of it and what the outcome of this lack of silver would mean. Because yes, we make it pretty petty, but at what cost? Right? That's important. Remember, we're using silver for war as well, missiles and rockets and torpedo and satellite surveillance. That all is silver. And if we don't have enough silver to make missiles or nukes or rockets, what does that mean? Whoever has the silver wins the war. So, the increased demand comes from a 3-year consecutive silver deficit and declining production in key regions like Mexico, which has banned open pit silver mining. Peru, where output is down. Mexico and Peru, they accumulate nearly 40%, almost half of the entire silver production, just those two countries alone. Now, here's their ban on silver mining. It says, additionally, silver is crucial for various high-tech applications, including AI data centers, electric vehicle batteries, where its unique properties, ductility, malleability, and reflectivity are irreplaceable. The burgeoning space race also heavily relies on silver. With these factors combined, the potential scarcity of silver is a pressing issue, potentially facing extinction as early as 2025. Now, this goes hand in hand with my theory of silver, quote-unquote, exploding or skyrocketing by the year 2026. I've always said that. And here you go. They've mentioned right here. It's $250 silver in 2026. This is what I've always been saying. And I want to sit here for a second because I've been saying this since 2019. By 2025, 2026, that's when silver will explode. I've always said that. Anytime, and you can go back and look at my past videos. If anyone's watching this and you want to do the work and go back to like the videos I made in 2019 and me calling those 2 years, because I've been saying this forever. This isn't just me saying it because it's right around the corner. No, back then I was letting people know silver is not going to explode for several years. We are not deep enough into the new Green Deal yet. The silver supply deficit, the shortages are not there yet, but it's coming. And now it's right around the corner. I've been saying this forever. Ask anyone. I've been saying triple-digit silver by the year 2025, 2026. That's when the silver deficit will be blatantly obvious, and most importantly, this is when big tech will finally understand. Articles like this is where I knew it would take a huge turn. When solar manufacturers are starting to panic as they realize there's not much silver left. That's when I was saying, that's when silver's natural value, not dollar value, its value as a useful metal will shine. Once manufacturers know, and they finally are, and not just that, it can't be swept under the rug, the data can't lie, but also manipulation won't be able to push it down since we're talking about something that goes off supply and demand. That's why forever I've been saying this year, and they are as well. Anyways, after breaking the box, silver rallied 8 times in 24 months. $250 silver in 2026, possible, very possible, super long here. And yeah, don't just stop at 2026. Think about like 2036. Think about in 10 years from now. There literally will not be any silver left. Like, think about that. So, let's look at this second article. Solar silver manufacturers starting to panic as they try to get their hands on the last remaining physical silver. Anyone who genuinely thinks, oh, silver won't ever break past $30 or you're wasting your time, they're so short-sighted, short-minded. Think 5 years down the line, what the economy will be like, the dollar, the amount of silver needed. Think 10 years down the line. Like, this is a guaranteed massive investment that you will come out on top with. I mean, there's nothing that is as explosive as silver. Nothing even close. Gold, not by a long shot. Like Warren Buffett said, he wouldn't touch gold with a 10-foot pole. Why? Because gold has no uses. It's just valuable because people say it is. Gold has no uses. Silver does. Anyways, gold is still a great way to store your wealth, but I'm just saying it does not have anywhere near the potential. Let me put it this way. My name is Silver Slayer for a reason. I didn't just pick silver out of a hat. Let's look at this. PTG division of SG America just took out delivery of over 5 million ounces of physical silver off the COMEX exchange for use in their new solar panels. We have the first visible proof that solar silver manufacturers are starting to panic as they try to get their hands on the last remaining physical silver. These panels have up to 44% efficiency, which is double the traditional PERC cells. So they go over these cells. I'm not going to go over all of the the nitty gritty. If you guys want to check that out, I'll post a link to these articles. They're just going over what makes these solar panels or these solar cells different and why it needs more silver. All the citations are down here as well, by the way. And this is why I like the Silver Academy's work, is because they post all of the citations, their links, Science News Daily, PV Magazine. I actually just made a video earlier today about from mining.com, posting an article about silver. So let's check this one out, this article now. World's largest solar project goes online. Project features 5.26 million panels extending as far as the eye can see. These are bifacial panels that use 2 times the amount of silver. Now, this article goes deep. This is the article that's going to go into the Shanghai a little bit. I mean, stick around because this stuff is important. There's no shortage of desert sand to reflect the sun. The 2-sided panels use twice the amount of silver. No shortage of sand, but massive shortage of silver. Now, introducing the groundbreaking 3.5 gigawatt Maiden solar panel plant in China, a beacon of innovation in the solar energy industry. These panels, known as bifacial panels, are a marvel of efficiency. They capture solar energy not only on the top side, but also the flip side, where the sand reflects the sun, making them twice as effective as typical solar panels. That's actually a really good idea. That's genius. It features monocrystalline bifacial double glass PV panels and 129 miles of transmission lines. Say that 5 times fast. There are 5.26 million panels in this one project. The panels extend as far as the eye can see, and this is just the beginning, by the way. China activates world's largest solar power plant. In a significant milestone for renewable energy, China has officially activated the world's largest solar power plant, located in the northwestern province of Qinghai. This massive facility spans an impressive 609 square kilometers, or 235 miles, and boasts a staggering capacity of 3.3 gigawatts. So, key highlights of the project: it can generate up to 6 billion kilowatts per hour of electricity annually. It has a potential to power approximately 2.5 million households. Project overview: China has activated the world's largest power plant. It covers area of 56 kilometers, or 21.6 square miles. Economic benefits: the plant created over 17,000 jobs during construction. Future implications: this mega project demonstrates the potential for large-scale solar installations. It sets a new benchmark for renewable energy projects worldwide. Plant success may inspire similar initiatives in other countries. Now we have another section. Yesterday we reported that the silver shortage is impacting manufacturers scrambling to get their hands on silver in an environment where silver vaults are experiencing massive outflows. That's very true. I mean, here's some data showing. Weekly inventory reporting the Shanghai Gold Exchange has just released. Number 1, inventories indicates a massive outflow of 215,355 kilograms of silver last week. You can't make this stuff up, folks. 215,355 kilograms is approximately 7.6 million ounces of silver. To put this large number into perspective, 7,595,570 ounces is equivalent to about 474,000 pounds. That's roughly the weight of 60 adult African elephants, or about 108 average cars. China's industrial silver consumption has exceeded 90%, with photovoltaic silver consumption exceeding 5,000 tons and electroplating silver consumption exceeding 3,000 tons, resulting in a significant increase in total demand. Seems like a lot of silver, right? I mean, man. And remember, all of that was just last week. Think about that. That was just last week alone. U.S. company with new solar technology scrambles in desperation to grab as much silver as they can get their hands on. And then it goes into silver skyrocketing today. It is back above $30, by the way. Like I said before, it's easier to go higher and higher to go lower, whereas before it was harder to go higher and easier to go lower. And that's because we broke past the 12-year highs. You're not going to see silver drop down to $25, $26 anymore. If it's going to drop, the bottom is going to be like $28, $29. That's the bottom, where before that was the top. But now we broke past the several decade resistant barrier of $30. Now it's going to keep above $30 even at low points, and that means it's going to go higher. And we stopped at 32.42, I think, but that's easily going to be broken in the foreseeable future, especially ending the year with the BRICS meeting in October and then the November election and then all this. I mean, come on, folks. It is so blatantly obvious. Like, someone from the future will be watching this video in like the year 2027, they'll say, why was anyone hesitant? Like, it was blaring. It like the alarm should be blaring. It's so blatantly obvious that something big's gonna happen. Now, I'm just looking at the data and the information. If there wasn't this much information screaming that silver is extremely undervalued, I wouldn't be making this video. Like, some people say, oh, Silver Slayer is the biggest silver hype or whatever, like, on the internet. I'm just screaming at people to look at the data and look how obvious it is that silver at $30 is extremely undervalued, and to take advantage of this, especially, as the dollar is collapsing right in front of your eyes as well. I mean, it's a win-win. So silver demand spiking. Top 5 uses. Military. We started reporting on silver torpedoes. There's actually 11,000 ounces of silver in some of these torpedoes. We will supplement the military's use of silver by examining silver in other weapon systems. Aerospace. Silver is irreplaceable in the aerospace industry, with its use in silver plating, silver circuitry, and hundreds of applications in space stations, spacecraft, satellites, and other vehicles. Its versatility in these high-tech applications is truly intriguing. Solar is the number 3 use of silver, as you've been reading in hundreds of other publications here. And yeah, they say solar's number 3 because military and aerospace are number 1 and 2, but the Silver Institute doesn't even incorporate military or aerospace in their annual numbers. So when you hear 1.2 billion ounce demand, it's actually much higher. That also means when you hear 190 million ounce silver supply deficit last year, it's much higher. That means that when you hear that we are about to run out of silver by XYZ year, by 2027 or whatever, it's actually much sooner. That means that we are in a situation that's much more severe than what is on paper. Batteries, EVs, fuel cells, and total transition to the net zero envelope will be silver-powered future. AI data centers are the straw that broke the camel's back. AI and their corresponding data centers are dependent on solar power plants because of government subsidies, and it's the fastest way to obtain energy without permitting hassle of gas and coal-fueled power plants. Solar power plants in remote areas are reportedly less expensive than diesel power generators. If you want to invest in AI, then the best way to do is through investing in silver. That's actually a good point. Silver power the future. Now, shows these REPV energy solar panels. There's no mineral in existence that could be used in lieu of silver for maximizing UV energy, reflectivity, and conductivity. ChatGPT requires 15 times more energy than traditional web search. That's crazy. And yeah, actually, speaking of ChatGPT, I made a couple videos of AI predicting silver's price by next year, and they were all very bullish, and that's because they incorporated all of the information we've been going over in the last 15 minutes of this video. And they were saying that silver is extremely bullish, even AI. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist or a computer to realize this, though. AI data centers don't have time to wait on coal or gas power plants because it's the new arms race. Silver's on the brink of extinction, and with the AI genie out of the bottle, we're prepared to say there will be no more silver by 2025, 2026 without investing in silver mining. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Great work. This is great work. This is great stuff. Highly, highly, highly impressed once again by the Silver Academy for, such good information. Just to recap a little bit, we're close to making the silver call. Silver industrial use to devour inventories by 2025. Solar manufacturers starting to panic as they get their hands on the last remaining physical silver. World's largest solar panel project goes online. Features 5.2 million panels extending as far as the eye can see. These are bifacial panels that use 2 times the amount of typical silver. And I'm sure they're going to keep pushing that way since they're going to be more efficient. Of course, as long as they can somehow get silver, or if they're even aware of the supply deficit, then who knows how that's going to end. But right now, it's not looking too hot. One thing I can tell you, though, low supply, high demand does what? shoots the price up. And that is number one rule of investing. If you take an investing class or learn about anything, the law of numbers, business, low supply, high demand makes the thing more valuable. High supply, low demand makes it worthless. Well, silver doesn't have to worry about that. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Folks, remember, like this video, leave a comment down below, share it. Hopefully you watch till the end. Thank you. I really hope this video gets the amount of views it deserves because people need to know about this stuff. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.